Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tim Vixay with my crippled friend. This is episode
20.
and we're down here in Cozumel. Gonna be recording a bunch of episodes today because it's our off gas day. We've been diving all week, but got the chance to sit down with one of my newest crippled friends that I actually met a while back at the Georgia Aquarium. His name is, what's your last name?
Joshua Fry.
Josh Fry. And he is a single leg amp. He's an Army veteran, and he's a new diver. So we're gonna get into that and learn a little bit more about him. But how you doing, buddy?
Doing good, yourself?
Yeah, you enjoying the off gas day?
Oh my gosh, it's nice. Been
Yeah,
nice day.
especially because the last few days it's just been so high tempo.
Oh my gosh, we've been like hammered down, but
Yeah.
we're only gonna have a good day today. So
Yeah, usually after the last day of diving, you're always kind of sad that you're not going to be able to dive for a while.
that's true.
But it's also nice knowing, like, all right, I can sleep in tomorrow. We can go out.
Oh,
we
yeah,
went out to dinner
yeah.
and we had a pretty nice dinner last night,
Yeah.
and you had a couple drinks.
Yes, sir.
Not really much of a drinker anymore, so I just stuck with water. But I got pretty messed up out at El Cielo.
Yeah.
So after the last dive, we went to this part of the island called El Cielo, and it's just a nice little sandbar where we just we got the inner tubes out, and we just floated and drank and listened to music and just kind of just talked about the week and how much fun we had, I guess.
Yes, sir.
So, but yeah, let's go back and kind of introduce the audience and the listeners to a little bit more about yourself. So I guess we'll start. Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Ohio, Logan, Ohio. That's where I grew up, and I mean,
And that's just a small town, kind of outside
it's
Columbus.
Small, yeah, outside Columbus, and just a little south of Columbus, about an hour south of Columbus. I mean, there's a population of like 6,000 something like the people. So,
Yeah.
but it's still like a smaller town type community. So.
Yeah, and what would you say is like the number one kind of industry?
No, there's a plant in town called GE. General Electric. There's a plant like that, and I think there's 3 different factories in Logan.
Yeah,
but-
some more like manufacturing based.
yeah, like all that type of stuff.
So
then.
total blue collar.
Yeah, oh yeah,
kinda-
yeah.
I guess you would consider. Would you consider that like the Rust Belt?
What's the Rust Belt? What do you mean?
The Rust Belt's like kind of the old mill towns. That,
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, it is
like
that
metal producing
yeah,
towns.
Yeah,
and
it is.
the old.
It's one of those like they used to always haul clay and all that stuff out there. So there's actually where I live at. There's a business town called Logan Clay. Actually, where I live at, that's where they stockpile their clay up on the airstrip. It used to be an old airstrip back in the 70s.
Okay.
So yes.
Did you enlist in the Army right out of high school?
Yes,
or?
I did.
Okay, and that's something you kind of always known that you wanted to do. Or?
Well, no, because my dad will tell everybody that he, like he's a poor guy. So all 4 of his kids we had to find out a way to pay for college.
Yeah.
So then the Army recruiter was the first person to knock on my door my senior year. I'm like, and he offered me a bonus and like free college, all that stuff. I'm like, heck yeah, I'll take it. But then now like a year or so later after I was in the Army, I'm like, oh, everybody gives you bonuses, free college, and all that stuff.
What made you want to join the Army? Because your dad was a Marine.
Well, yeah, my dad was full-time Marine, but then he did Army and Air Force and all that stuff.
Oh, okay.
But then what my dad used to always say is, if you want to be a man, go Marines. If you want business, go Air Force and Navy. It never left any room for Army, but. Like I said, the Army recruiter was the first person to knock on my door. So
Yeah, and
it was good. I mean, I had a good time when I was in the Army. It was definitely good.
Yeah, it's I always tell people, man, like the military, they give you kind of that golden ticket where if you grow up, like in a low income family and it gives you that golden ticket to jump up into the middle class.
Very true.
It gives you the training and the experience, and then on top of that, I mean the GI Bill.
Yeah. Oh
right
yeah.
away. It's you don't necessarily have to use it for a 4-year college. You can use it for a trade school.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
It's a really great way. I mean that's not the reason why I joined the Marines, but it was certainly a good incentive to have, and then to know that I'm earning my college and not gonna have to take out any school loans or anything.
Very true. Yes.
Because my brother, he was thinking about enlisting, but he ended up going a college route, and even after he finished his bachelor's, he's like, man, I want to go finish my master's. I just don't know how I'm going to afford it, and ended up, not going into the Navy and just taking out the school loans, and he's going to have to be paying those for the rest of his life.
Oh yeah, exactly. So yes.
It's
Oh, that's true. Like you'll hear somebody they went to school, got their like masters, they did all this, all that, and everything. But like you'll hear about it, like they have a like higher paying job, but they're paying back student loans for 15, 20 years and all that stuff. So
yeah.
So it's kind of like, all right. So
and that's why I always kind of harp on people that like I know that are veterans that don't even bother using their GI Bill.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, dude, you've already paid into it.
Yeah.
And they'll pay for you to go to school.
Very true.
And it's like, why not use it?
Mm-hmm.
It's a thing that you've earned, and you certainly deserve.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the way it's set up. It's like I said. You go to school full time, you're getting like E6 pay, which isn't bad.
Yeah. The GI Bill every month and all that stuff. Yeah.
It's enough for you where you don't have to work a full-time job to make ends meet, and you can focus solely on school, because that's another thing with like going to college is some people have to pull 1 or 2 jobs just to be able to afford it.
That's true.
And it's like, well, then how much of the school are you actually absorbing? Like, what's the point? Are you just going to school just to get a piece of paper, or are you actually going to get an education?
That is very true.
So what did you do in the Army?
Well, when I was in the Army, I went training also. I went to training to be a tanker. Mm-hmm. But then my unit, we were like a tanker, Cav Scout unit, all that stuff. But when I was deployed, we were all deployed as MPs, military police.
Yeah. And where was your first permanent duty station?
Well, Fort Knox training, all that stuff. Then I was actually National Guard.
Okay.
But then I think I was like 18, 19 years old. I forget how it was. Then my first sergeant came out and told everybody, say, yeah, we're going to get deployed like a few months down the road, all that stuff. We don't know anything about it. We just know we're getting deployed.
Yeah. What year was this?
2004, I believe it was.
Okay, so
I graduated in 2003.
Okay, so yeah, we were already at war with Afghanistan and Iraq.
Yes, for 2002 we started that. Yeah.
You ended up getting deployed, right?
Yes, I did.
Iraq, 04?
Yeah, we went to train all stuff like I think like November-ish of 2004. But we actually left for country. I think we left for country like January 5th or something like that, 2005.
Okay, so early 2005.
Yes.
And you were pretty much just pulling like security detail out there?
Well, no, like our unit, we were in charge of HVDs, high value detainees, and my platoon was in charge of like there's 3 squads per platoon. Mm-hmm. So so the way we would do it, we had 2 squads doing missions throughout for every week. Then the third squad would do QRF. For our base and all that stuff. So
quick reactionary force for those that don't know.
Yep. So we would do that, and like I said, we were at Camp Cropper, so it was like we had I think there was like 130 high value detainees or something like that, and then we had our platoon and stuff like that.
Yeah, we got to talk a little bit about that, and you're kind of famous in a way that you got to meet the Ace of Spades.
I did,
Mr. Saddam Hussein.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
How was what was that like? Because I mean, that you think of the Iraq War, and he's kind of the figurehead.
And he's
and the main reason why we went into that conflict, was to find his WMDs and to stop, all his shit that he was doing to the Kurds and to his own people.
That's very true. Yes. So yeah, I mean, it's just like, well, I mean, he, like everybody will say like he hated Americans and all that stuff, but like he acted like he's our best friends and all that stuff. Like, I mean, granted, I mean, and he spoke, I can't say perfect English, but he spoke pretty good English and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And like, it was just
yeah, that's kind of an interesting thing. Is like at a certain point, like he was kind of one of our allies in the Middle East.
Yeah. He was.
But I mean, as we know, we always end up fighting our friends down the road.
But the thing is, like look at Iraq nowadays since we took Saddam out. Like it's
complete civil war and chaos.
It's kind of like, all right, so he might have held everybody under capture and all that stuff, but at least they were actually a country.
Yeah, there's that you can look at history and see a lot of instances like that. I mean, Genghis Khan, for example, he had the largest land empire across Asia and parts of Europe and the Middle East, and that was some would consider kind of a good period of like prosperity. I mean, the Silk Road was established, and they say that you could travel from the east to the west on the Silk Road and not have to worry about bandits or robbers. And there was where I was going with that is there's going to be like regimes that we're not necessarily going to always agree with, but I guess if you look at it from a certain perspective, that like you were saying, it keeps things together.
Yes.
Maybe not necessarily the right way and not the way that we would want to do it, but
and that's the thing. Like when you go through the country and all this stuff, you will see like I don't know, like through the green zone also. You'll see like how beautiful it used to be, and and then nowadays it's all just blown up.
Well, it used to be a pretty big tourist destination because they had
but before the first Gulf War in the '90s, like you can tell like nothing's been built up since that first Gulf War, but like you could tell like back when Saddam Hussein first became in power in the '70s, like you can tell the amount of stuff. Granted, I don't know if he kept everybody like he didn't really have everybody work as slaves or whatever, but he still had them working and stuff like that. So, but I think it's kind of like I don't know. I mean, I don't want to sound like a jerk American, but it's kind of like the Iraqis are kind of like the type of people that need somebody to tell them what to do.
Yeah. Do you think we'll ever get to a point where, say, 20 years in the future, like, do you think there'll ever be Americans that visit like Iraq and maybe even Afghanistan? Because Afghanistan back in the day used to be a big
tourist place.
Yeah, well, it's like backpackers would love to go just through there.
Through the mountains and all that stuff.
Because you look at like Vietnam, and that's like a huge tourist destination now. Even for the veterans that fought in that war, a lot of them like to go back and
I hear what you're saying. Like a lot of them like to go back and just kind of to look back at what they went through back in their Vietnam era.
Yeah,
and you hear like Discovery shows and all that stuff.
And then just to kind of compare and contrast, like how things were back then to how they are now.
I tell you what, I mean, I don't know, 20, 30 years now if I want to go there. I mean, because I always told like when I was over there, I kept telling everybody I'm going to re-enlist over there and stay long and all that stuff. But then finally come like early, I left like early January. Then around like mid-December, I'm like, all right, I ain't leaving. I mean, I ain't staying here. I'm going home. But then I don't know. It's just like. But like it would be kind of cool just to go back and just to see how like to see if the Americans helped it or what. Like it's hard.
Maybe we'll live long enough to see what happens.
And the thing is, hopefully it does become like actual good country again.
Yeah.
And you think about it, in the U.S. like I can't say we had like a dictator or anybody that over charge of us, but back in 1776 we made our own country. So it's kind of like maybe the Iraqis, maybe 200 years down the road, the Iraqis will make their own country. So it's hard to tell.
Yeah. So let's move forward now. So you got back from Iraq and you ended up not re-enlisting.
Yes.
And so what'd you do? Like, how was the transition back in this civilian life?
Well, the transition was like I said, it was a transition. I got back like mid January 2006 or 7, I forget when. 2006. I got back in mid January. Then I went to Kent State, Ohio. I went to college like a week or two right after I went back home. So then my roommate, he's still a good friend of mine, Brian Bruning. He was my roommate. And then like I said, I was National Guard, so like our whole unit was around Kent State.
Yeah.
So like we party and rock stars and all that stuff. And,
so you still kind of had the sense of brotherhood.
Exactly, we did.
Without the bureaucratical bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's very true. Yes. Yeah. Then but Brian Bruin, I think he's still in that army. I ain't real sure, but then like I said, like all like we would party every night and all that stuff. And so I went to college, and then around 2-3 weeks into college, I'm like I'd miss a day here, miss a day there. Then
what were you like going for? What was it like your major?
No, I think it was just general studies. Just because, like I said earlier, you got free college, so I took advantage of it. And then finally around spring break, about 2 months later, I just ended up not going to college anymore.
Yeah.
So
Did you kind of have a plan, like a career path that you wanted to do, or like?
no, I didn't. I just, like I said earlier, I just going to college because free tuition. Like because I knew I had to go to college, but like I said, I wasn't home for a week before I started at Kent State, Ohio. So
Yeah. So then what'd you do next after that?
well, then after that, my brother, he graduated the Air Force Academy in 2000 and I think so it was January 2006. So he graduated the Air Force Academy in 2006, around late May. When his graduation was, then my dad and I we rode our motorcycles out there. Then my brother and I, we rode the 2 motorcycles back home. We like took the northern route across, like all that stuff. Then
That's awesome.
Then after that, then my brother, his first duty station was in Dover, Delaware.
Okay.
So I decided to move out to Dover, Delaware with him and like to make a newer, better life.
Yeah. Were you working at the time, or?
I was. I had a job at K Wolf Custom Homes, like building custom homes and all that stuff. Then I ended up doing heavy equipment.
Yeah, operating heavy equipment.
Operating heavy equipment. I mean, I was brand new to it. Like, I never really operated heavy equipment before. Besides, I used a little backhoe back in the day, but not really a whole lot. So I was pretty much the shovel guy. And every once in a while, my lead heavy equipment guy, Bert Van Gorder, he would teach me how to use heavy equipment and stuff like that.
Yeah. I was a diesel mechanic before I joined the Marines.
Yeah.
So I wrenched on a Caterpillar for a year.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I got to drive all that. I mean, never did any like serious, operating work.
Yeah, but you had to move it around a lot and all.
Yeah, yeah, moving it to the wash bay and to the mechanics bay, and God, something about getting behind a machine that I just love.
It's like great. Yeah. You fire it up, you hear that big old diesel power engine, just a vibration and everything.
And then you're moving like the joysticks, and it's just like, I can control this 1-ton shovel.
Yeah, exactly.
With the push my thumb.
Yeah.
There's just something really cool about just driving machinery, man. And I guess that's why, when I joined the Marines, thought about going infantry, but kind of had like bitch legs and wasn't really much of a runner, so I wanted to be a tanker myself.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But I ended up swimming too good in boot camp, and they put me with tracks.
Oh,
when you sign up, you sign up for a field, and with the Marines, tracks and tanks kind of get lumped in together, and I drew the track card, and that was nice, because I mean, tanks are jet engines. Where an Amtrak is it's a Cummins diesel, so that was real familiar.
Yeah.
And then as far as like the hydraulic system, everything just came kind of second nature for me, and so I picked it up real quick. It was just instead of a construction yellow or cat yellow, it was OD green.
Yeah. Exactly.
And so then doing the construction gig in Delaware, and I guess maybe it's a good time to like fast forward to your accident. Was that?
Well, so my accident was over in the state of Delaware. Like I said, I was on construction. I can't say I was away from home, but I was away from home. The people I met, like, I mean, they're real good people, but they were like rowdy party people and all that stuff. So like we'd go to work, then after work we'd party, and we would do like we would do some cocaine and stuff like that. Then just one thing led to another. I'd drive around drunk in a skunk. And then
when we were young, we did so much stupid shit.
I was like 21, 22 years old. I forget how old I was. Then I live with my brother in a townhouse, and then the city of Dover, Delaware. So I go from like living in the country in Ohio to like a subdivision. So that was a little bit of change. And like I said, and then the thing is, like, I don't remember anything from an accident until around.
Well, describe the night of your accident, like just for the listeners, like what from what you remember, like what kind of happened or what transpired.
The thing is, I don't remember anything about my accident.
You were
the night about it.
You were driving your truck.
Yeah, I was driving my truck. Yes, and I guess like I said earlier, like I would always drive home drunk. my truck would be who knows where and all that stuff. And or I'd wake up next morning, I'd have no mirror or something like that, whatever. But I guess the night. I guess the night I was driving, I guess they did my blood work and all that stuff. I guess I didn't have any alcohol in me at all. So it's just one of those things. Like, it's just something meant to happen. And I still think that the good Lord had a reason to say, hey, it's time to stop this.
Do you do you remember anything from that night, or?
No, I don't remember anything from that night till around. The accident was in August of 2007. I don't remember anything from that till around 2011.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dang, that's like good.
Yeah,
good,
I mean, it's good while, but then I guess what my dad always says, and he'll tell everybody that I was in the hospital for like 4 or 5 months, and I got out of the hospital, then I had a stroke, then I had to go back in.
Yeah.
So I think overall I was in the hospital for about a year. So
yeah.
But kind of said, I mean, I don't remember anything at all. But a good thing about it, I don't remember having to go through therapy or the pain or nothing like that. So.
What like were your first thoughts when you realized that you were missing your leg?
I ain't real sure. Like I said, I don't really remember that back in the day.
Well, I mean, not even to that point, but like, I guess.
That's how I do remember it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I like it's just one of those things. I mean, I just look at it like everything happens. I look at it like everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
So I think that this happened for a reason.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's certainly it's brought you to us.
Yes.
You know, because if you'd have never had your accident, you would have. Do you think you would have been a scuba diver? Like, did you have any?
I don't know. I like the other thing. I don't like I do winter work. Probably I play sled hockey.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think I would have ever played sled hockey before.
Was that kind of the first sport that you got into?
Yeah.
Post injury.
Well, I did the veterans wheelchair games. When I lived in the state of Delaware, like I did, Donnie Mitchell, the team coach, she got me into it. Like because I've always been a good swimmer. So
yeah.
So that's my strong sport.
What was your first veteran games?
The first veteran game was the actual national games down in Texas. I think it's San Antonio, Texas, or Dallas, Texas.
Are we talking about the same thing? The National Veteran Wheelchair Games?
Yeah.
It was in Dallas in, I believe, 2013.
All right. So that was my very first event with that. So
I was there as well, but I must have not met you. What events did you do there besides swimming?
Well, swimming, then
because I was at swimming. That was the last year I did swimming as well. But
yeah. So because the first year I thought because my team coach said we had to do at least 3. I thought the maximum was 3. So I just did 100-meter freestyle swimming. I played basketball and not basketball. I played softball, and then the other one was bowling. Wheelchair bowling.
So the way they have it set up is swimming just counts as one event. So you can do all the other races.
And ever since then, nowadays I do 100-meter freestyle, breaststroke, and backstroke.
And
so.
I believe the minimum is 3. You're supposed to do the maximum is 5.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to try other.
That's true.
But have you been to any other of the vet games since then?
Oh yeah, like I've been every year except for last year. I couldn't go last year down in Kentucky because I had somebody in my family passed away. So we had to head up to Minnesota. We had to head up to the funeral up there. So
we must have just been always at different events because I was in Dallas. I believe it was 13 or 14.
Yeah.
And then whatever one was after that, and then. Like Salt Lake? Were you in Salt Lake?
Salt Lake, yeah. Salt Lake was last year.
16. Salt Lake was 16.
All right.
Last year was Orlando.
Florida?
Yeah. Did you get out there for that one?
Yeah. We drove down there for that one.
Yeah. I was there for I got to compete for a day, and then my elbow blew up. I got like a staph infection in my elbow, and this thing swelled 3 times the size and all the way down to almost my fingertips, almost my fingernails, man. I had to go to the Orlando VA and spend a couple nights there and get pumped full of antibiotics, man. It was horrible.
That sucks.
Yeah, it was freaking 95 degrees, but
it was.
I was just I had this fever, and I was just
kind of says 95 degrees, and then it seemed like at 4 o'clock every day we get a little bit of rain.
Mm-hmm.
Just one of those humid rains. So.
Yeah, that's Florida for you, man.
So I was down with that. I remember that.
You plan on going to Portland?
Yeah, Portland. We're
Sweet.
heading to that next year. Well, what Dad was telling me yesterday, he's telling me the year after was supposed to be down in Puerto Rico or something like that.
Yeah.
But what he's telling me yesterday is, I guess they so for some reason that I don't know what it is, but I don't know if it's going to be in Puerto Rico. So we'll see.
I've been hearing the Puerto Rico rumor ever since I started going
Yeah.
in 2009.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I think I've only ever missed 2.
Yeah.
I didn't go to Louisville. I didn't go to Cincinnati. But yeah, I keep hearing about Puerto Rico, but it just and until they actually give me a solid date,
Yeah.
I'm not going to believe the rumors.
Well,
I heard Vegas is going to be 2021.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But we're looking forward to having you.
Yeah.
2020.
Well, see, the last thing, like, and kind of said, like I'd never seen you at any of those events, but thinking there's over like 700 athletes and all that stuff at these
Right,
events.
yeah.
So it's not like 1 or 2 people. So it's not like we miss each other like that. But
Yeah.
There's a lot of people at these events.
Well, and it sounds like all your events were like kind of off-site.
Yeah.
Except for softball.
Yeah.
Like swimming,
Oh, yeah.
Swimming is off-site
Yeah.
and bowling is. I actually might try to do bowling next year.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I was not signed up for bowling this year, or if I was, I just said I'm not going to do it next year, because I think every single athlete does bowling. And
really?
And it's like so crowded all this stuff.
Oh,
so.
I actually have never even
Yeah.
checked out the bowling.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's good and all, but like I said, I tell you what, whoever's in charge of the bowling event, whoever's in charge of wheelchair games in general is freaking like are geniuses.
Yeah.
But in charge of that bowling event itself has a whole lot of stress going
yeah,
on.
there's a lot of planning, and there's whole committees that go into it, and they're working like over a year out
Oh, yeah,
to try to get things
exactly.
organized. And so when I go to the games, I have 3 events that I always sign up for. I always sign up for rugby,
Yeah.
the slalom, and 9-ball.
Oh,
And
9-ball,
Yeah,
yeah.
and then I leave the 2 slots open for events that I want to try. So
Yeah.
I might try bocce one year, or
Yeah.
I might do swimming or track, and
Yeah.
I think this year I kind of want to do bowling
Yeah.
as one of my other
Yeah.
events.
I mean, bowling, I mean, it's fun and all, but yeah.
Yeah, maybe even like table tennis. I've been wanting to check out table tennis for a while now. So, is there any events that you think you like, any new events that you would want to try?
I don't know, like, because I think the last 2 years, like the first couple years I never tried, but I tried wheelchair basketball, and that's a lot of fun. But
Yeah.
see, one thing I'm jealous though about how you say you do rugby. So the first time I seen rugby, I told my team coach, I'm like, I want to get in that, like because you all out there, you all go like a million miles an hour,
Yeah.
slam into each other, and then you get back up, shake hands, and it's all good.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that'd be so much fun.
It's a really fun team
But
sport.
what my team coach said, I can't, because it's you gotta be a quad to do it.
Yeah, you got too much function.
I
but
mean, more power to me that I'm not a quad, but
what's that supposed to mean?
oh, I mean, but that looks like an awesome event though.
Yeah. Well, it's cool, and you're not far from the Oscar Mike headquarters.
Yeah.
We're thinking about starting kind of like an Op 4, because like we have our own rugby team called the Militia, and it's all veterans, and they're all quads, but we're thinking about starting like an Op 4, where we invite guys like you,
Yeah.
and a couple of the other amps that we know, just to come up and jump in chairs and play
Yeah.
with us, because you guys are going to have more function than quads.
Yeah.
So if we can get the training and the reps against functioning players, then that'll make us better players ourselves.
Well, I tell you what, you all are sick though. I mean, the kind of stuff. I mean, I think it'd be cool to get into, but it's kind of a little scary of a sport, but it'd be fun.
Oh, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
The chairs are designed to take the most of the damage.
Oh, that's saying, like, if you've never seen a quad chair, you need to see it, because like those things, you look at it, like they're in a single spot on them that ain't scratched up.
Yeah, they're human bumper cars.
Yeah.
They're man powered bumper cars.
And trust me, you all use it like it's a bumper car too. So.
Yeah, and that's you can't replicate that noise of the impact on like video.
It is. Yeah, you just hear metal on metal.
You gotta hear it. You gotta hear it live. When you got 2 chairs that are going 7-8 miles an hour straight at each other.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. Oh no, for sure. Yeah, it is good stuff.
You ever think about trying like any of the shooting sports? Because they have air rifles, which is kind of boring,
yeah.
but they also have trap and archery.
Yeah, well, there's some on my team that actually I think there might be 2 guys on my like I got a small team. There's only 6 guys on my team. I know one guy. I know he does skeet shooting and all that stuff. But I think there might be another guy that does skeet shooting. So
Yeah.
I mean I think it'd be fun. I got multiple guns and all that stuff. I just never really, like I said, I ain't really got into that yet. But
Yeah.
I think it would be something cool. But.
Yeah, and the cool thing about the vet games is it's a good, it's a competition, right? But I think more importantly, it's a good environment. It's a good event to try new events.
Yeah,
you know, because there's no, you win the medal and that's great and all, but if you just want to try archery for the first time, they have equipment out there for you to use, so that way you kind of get your toes wet and you're like, okay, this is something that I might be able to get into.
Well, so I don't know if it's at the national games or if it's at like one of the things that have in San Antonio every year, so something like a Valor Games. But I did try archery one year, and like I don't know if it's my first time ever use a compound bow or not, but I'm like aiming, my arrow's going way up there, way to the side and all stuff, and I go turn it in. I got one arrow stuck in the wood panel. I go turn it in. The guy asked me. He was like, "Where's your sight?" I'm like, "What's a sight?" Like I said, I'm used to just a longbow where you just aim by the arrow. But he asked me where the sight was, and what he says is, that's probably why I was going all over the place. I guess you have to use the actual sight on the compound bow to line up with everything.
I've actually have never shot a compound, so I don't really know much about it, but I know a lot of guys get into it. It's one of those things you can do from a chair, and certainly I think with your disability, you'd be able to be just fine. And even trap shooting, I think.
Trap shooting would be fun.
I think that might be right up your wheelhouse. Because we're all gun guys. I think you join the military. You join the military, you cannot be a gun guy. You know, like so. How did you get involved with Lifewaters?
I don't know. I think it's like one of those Wounded Warrior Project events. They had like a scuba dive, like a scuba diving like camp or something like that, where we're in a pool. Then then I did that.
This was in Ohio.
Yeah, in Ohio. Yes, in Ohio. Then so we did that in the pool, like the initial thing you got to do scuba diving, and then about a year, I don't know how long, but a little longer later they have a thing to actually become certified. So I signed up for that, so I got certified. And pretty much I just put on all that. Then I actually deal with in Ohio. There's a company called Columbus Scuba. I actually dealt with them, and then I just got my advanced open water like just a couple weeks ago. I just got that.
Oh, congratulations!
Yeah,
I just completed my course during this trip. So.
Yeah, that's cool. Because we did some deep dives. I think the deepest dive we got so far is like 68 feet, something like that. So.
Yeah, we got to the ship. We were supposed to go a little bit further, but the current was just not cooperating. So we I think I got down to like 67.
Yeah.
What was your first dive event with Lifewaters? Was that the Georgia Aquarium?
Yeah, Georgia Aquarium. Yeah,
okay.
We did that.
That was this past year, earlier this summer.
Yeah, that's that. I don't know if that's when I met you or not, but I remember you at the Georgia Aquarium.
Yeah, that was when we finally met. It seemed like our paths just kept crossing.
Yeah, exactly.
We just never got introduced.
Exactly.
But how was the what was going through your mind during the aquarium dive?
I mean, it was cool. I mean, it was actually really cool. Like to see all the big old whale sharks and all that stuff. And then I'm part blind. I have no peripheral vision out of either one of my eyes.
I didn't know that.
So I'm just swimming along, and all of a sudden I look down. I forget what it was. I see I'm like halfway on top of a 23-foot whale shark.
Yeah.
and then what the aquarium tells us not to touch them all. So I'm like all locked up, not moving at all, because I didn't want to touch a whale shark. But it was kind of cool. But yeah.
Yeah, the aquarium dive, I mean, as far as like, everything's in a confined space.
Yes.
So you got 4 of those whale sharks and then all the manta rays and all the other little angel rays and everything else, just the giant like soup bowl of marine wildlife. But
I will say, but so far this week we've been down in Cozumel. I say we've seen just about everything down here.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, I've seen no 23-foot whale shark, but I've seen quite a bit of other things. So it's very, very pretty down there.
Yeah. Let's get into that. So you didn't do any diving in between the aquarium and here?
I ain't real sure. Oh yeah, I just did my advanced open water.
That's right.
Up in Ohio. I
That's
did
right.
that, but
Yeah.
I think that's about it.
But that's
really.
all like in
Yeah.
a lake and
Yeah,
whatnot.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it's a quarry in Ohio.
So this is your first time diving in the ocean.
No, actually, last January I dove. My dad and I we went for like a week-long trip down to Punta Cana, however you say
yeah.
it. So I did. Well, the first time out there is my first time ever being in like an ocean with waves all stuff.
Yeah.
So my first time in the water, like this big current all stuff. I don't say I was scared, but I was a little scared. So I just got like I went about 5 feet down low. Then I'm like forget this. So I got on the boat. Then the second dive, I'm like heck. I can easily do it. So second dive, I went about 10, 15 feet down below water, and there's no
Was
current,
this
nothing like that.
was this with another dive group or was this?
No, it's just
independent?
Yeah, it's just like something that the hotel sold you pack type thing. So,
Oh, cool.
yeah, it's really cool though.
That's one great thing about diving, man, is like you can almost do it anywhere in the world.
Oh,
And
exactly.
if you get that certification, it's kind of like having your driver's license.
Oh
where-
well, you ain't wrong because almost everybody that I've met this week also will talk about like all the places they've been to,
Yeah.
all like the Virgin Islands, like all the places they've been to. I'm like that'd be awesome.
Yeah, we're still kind of little young guppies
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
But it's an exciting world, man. I haven't found anything that I've enjoyed doing
Yeah.
quite like scuba diving, where especially when you come in a big group like this.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just a good like family atmosphere, and everybody's got each other's backs, and everyone's trying to help, and then on top of it, this is such a great place to dive with the when the current's cooperating and you got the right amount of drift.
Well, no, was it like a couple days ago when we got in some part of current where we were like rockets, what's the name, KJ?
Yeah.
the guy in charge. You talk about like how far we went.
Oh
like
man, we
90
went.
seconds.
Yeah, he. Funny, I'm gonna put him on the spot, but on our second dive, he forgot to switch his tank out because he was just busy helping, helping with me and helping other people get ready and stuff, and we just kind of was in a rush, and he just totally slipped his mind and forgot to switch his tank out. So about 5 minutes into the first dive, we had to come back up to the surface,
to get a
flag
new
down
tank,
the boat,
yeah.
and by the time we switched the tanks out and got back under, we couldn't see anyone. So we were like, okay, we're gonna head in this direction. We just hit this current, man, and we had gone like 200 feet in about 2 minutes, maybe less than 2 minutes, and we still didn't see any bubbles or anything. And he's been diving here for a couple years now, and he didn't recognize where we were.
Yeah.
And we couldn't spot the reef, and we couldn't see any bubbles or anything. So we're like, all right, we're just gonna have to abort this one.
Oh, so y'all got out after that? All right.
Yeah, and that day the current was extremely rough.
Yeah.
But that was also the same day that we went on the night dive.
Yeah.
Did you went on that, right?
No, I did not because
Oh, man.
I guess what KJ, what's the name? KJ, JC, what's the name?
KJ.
KJ.
Yeah.
Like what KJ's mom, I forget her name, but
Robin.
Robin.
Yeah.
So what she told me, she told me because with my breathing stuff, what she told me, all the symptoms I gave is because I had like hardcore headache and all that stuff, and what she's telling me is because I'm not breathing enough.
Yeah.
So then what she told me, so we had the group photo, and then what Robin told me to do, as soon as I get done with the group photo, go back to my room, go to bed, I'll be brand new the next morning. And she was right, I was brand new next morning.
Yeah.
So
It was it ended up being kind of a late evening.
Yeah.
But have you gone night diving before?
I have. Well,
Yeah.
just at the quarry and Ohio.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
Especially in the ocean, because
Yeah.
a lot more wildlife comes out.
Yeah.
And I finally got to see a lobster.
Yeah.
Got attacked by a squid. We talked about that in the last episode. But yeah, it's what's really cool is just how dark it is, and you light your own path with your handheld light or whatever, and man, it's just it's another thing of diving that I just love, where you can dive the same reef but just do it at night, and you'll see things.
Things that weren't
and
there during the day.
KJ has a like a blue light that it like lights up different corals and
That's
yeah.
cool.
If you hit an octopus just right, like he'll start changing colors.
Yeah,
It's
that's cool.
it's amazing, man. It's something about diving I just love, and then the wreck dive.
Oh yeah, that was cool. Well, see the wreck dive. I never went to the very bottom. I guess the very bottom was like 81 feet when it's on the very bottom. And when I was going up, I seen that that we're at 25 feet was the top of it. So you think that's a big ship?
Oh, yeah.
25 feet to 81 feet. That's a big ship. So.
Yeah, I forget how long it is, like from stern to bow, but
Yeah.
it's an old World War II minesweeper
Yeah.
that we had sold to the Mexican Navy. They ended up sinking it after its years of service and turning it into like an artificial reef. But
Yeah. Oh, and it is very artificial reefs. Like you see all the plants, all the stuff growing, all that stuff. So it's pretty cool.
yeah, did you get to do any like penetration and go inside?
I did. My dive master, Achy Buddy, whatever it is, Richards is actually named. I think he goes by Rich. But
Yeah.
and it was like we went in like we just went in the very top and we went into a little bit of it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I want to get into wreck diving just because, I'm kind of a history nerd.
Yeah.
And just love seeing kind of that moment in time kind of preserved.
Oh, yeah.
And, like we got in through like the engine room and checked out one of the heads. We saw like the showers. And it was cool, but that day the current was ripping like
Oh,
wild.
it was.
Yeah.
Well, that and coming back to service, like we had to hold that one of the rope as I went down because it was like crazy busy.
Yeah, I almost got blown away on the descent going
Yeah.
down. Yeah, I think KJ might have lost grip or he was changing positions,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden I caught
Yeah,
this current and drifted like 3 feet away, and
Yeah.
he had to jump over and grab me and pull me back. I was just like, damn, this is wild. And we were gonna take a big group photo on the bow of the ship.
Yeah, I remember them talking about that, and I remember there was a few of us at the bow of the ship. I don't know if they got
Yeah.
a photo or not.
By
But
the time we got down there, I think everyone had just already
Yeah.
scattered because it was rough.
Yeah.
I mean, I know last year we were able to get a really cool photo.
Yeah.
And it's cool when you get the whole group together and everybody's blowing the bubbles up.
Oh, yeah.
And that was my favorite dive of this trip was the last one because
Yeah.
that was the first time that we actually, all three boats got together. So we got to see everyone.
Oh, yeah,
and,
yeah.
And I mean, the area too was just amazing.
oh, you can get
all the different swim throughs and
yeah.
man, it was. I'm hooked. I can't wait to do it again.
It's definitely a good week, that's for sure. It's a good week, but it's definitely good to be done though.
Yeah,
like it
a week is enough.
Yeah, say it was a good five. It's a good 5 days, but it's like I said, it's good to be done.
2 weeks would be a little too much.
Yeah.
I think a week is perfect where
Yeah.
you got enough time to enjoy the things.
Say we got like we get like 9 dives and something like that or something.
Well, we had 5 days,
Yeah.
two dives a day.
Yeah, then
well,
yeah,
no. So we had 5 days, 2 dives on the first 4 days, 1 dive. Yeah, so 9 dives and then 10 for the night dive.
Yeah.
But what was your favorite part of the trip, would you say?
I say my favorite part of the trip is just the like after party, like to just be done, just down the bar, just chilling, have a drink, and all that stuff. Like diving, all that is fun, but the people you're with makes it a lot funner.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I mean, the diving is definitely why we're here.
Yeah.
But it helps
Oh,
that there's people that are
Yeah.
they're after the work's been done and we're done for the day and everything's been washed and now it's it's time to just enjoy being in Mexico, and
time to go back and chill.
we're at this all-inclusive place and
Yeah.
you just hang out by the pool and shoot the shit and swap stories.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's I see myself doing this for a long time, for as long as I can,
for sure.
Especially with the Lifewaters group, because I know there's other organizations out there, and
Yeah.
I don't have any experience myself with them, but
Yeah.
from what I hear, it can be similar, but then it also can kind of be
Yeah.
corporate-y, I
Well,
guess.
because who my dive shop is in Ohio, Columbus, Scuba, like I guess like just a month or two ago they went to Bon Air and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So they have like trips and all that stuff like
Yeah.
that. But I never got into any of those yet. But kind of said it is always fun to go with a trip.
I'll be going to Bon Air here in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Helping start a dive group in Portland, and we're going to be training instructors. So essentially, I'm just going to be like a guinea pig.
Yeah, you're telling me about that this morning. Yeah, you're just gonna be the guys like, hey, do this.
Yeah,
you're just gonna float around.
I'm just gonna be a guinea pig. That way they can get used to,
Yeah.
like, all right, this is what we have to do to get them off the boat.
Oh, yeah.
and
Well,
this
but I was saying like scuba diving, like especially with us like handicapped people, there's always like everybody else has something different. You know, so it's good to get with you. That way in
Yeah.
the future it's like, all right, so
Yeah.
so this is what we did with Tim, but there's somebody that has the same problems as you, or not problems, the same.
a similar like disability situation, similar needs.
But it could be something completely different that they need.
Yeah, so we're my one of my double amp friends is going.
Yeah.
So we're gonna they're gonna be able to dive with an amputee and dive with a quad and that hopefully that
Quad,
gives them
that's why he's not disability.
that
Quad,
gives them enough experience with a variety of needs, because everyone, like you said, needs different things in the water.
Exactly.
And, I mean, I'll be the first to admit I need a little more help, like getting ready and getting my wetsuit on, and then once I'm under the water, I'm a little bit more independent. Might need a little help swimming around, just because I don't have fins and my legs don't work. But,
oh, exactly. But
versus someone like you, where it's like once you're in the water, you're pretty much golden. You just kind of need just a buddy there.
Oh,
just to,
and my process made me a freaking kick-ass leg that has a fin that rotates down, kind of looks like a Aquaman and all stuff. It's awesome. So
did that like how difficult was it for you to kind of adapt to being under the water? Did you just kind of find it natural?
No, I mean, it's still difficult for me to adapt. I mean, I love it all, but it takes me a while to actually get my breathing, all that stuff down right.
I heard you're kind of an air hog.
Oh, I am, because how everybody fills theirs up at 80, I had to fill mine up at 100. So, but I mean, I go through the air like no other. But like I said, I kind of like to have plenty of oxygen. So
yeah, that's one thing with this sport, man, is like it. You don't really need to be in peak physical condition, because you look at just in our group, there's a variety of guys that I guarantee would struggle to run a mile. But under the water, you're able.
Because there ain't no weight, nothing all.
If you know how to efficiently use things, and I think that just comes with experience. It's just like there's no reason for me to have to just haul ass and try to sprint underwater. I can just kind of
just
coast and draw, and then you just really just focus on your breathing. And I think that's one of the most therapeutic things about diving, is that you're just the only thing that you're hearing underwater primarily is just your regulator and your breathing. So you're really able to focus, like deep inhales, slow exhales, and really just kind of focus on everything that's in, like everything that you're seeing out of your mask, and then, like I said, like your breathing. You don't worry about any of the other problems like on the surface.
Exactly.
About emails or bills or any of the other bullshit above the water. The only thing that matters right now is just
exactly. You're just in a whole new land down there. Yeah.
Do you got any future dive plans?
No, I don't. I don't have anything.
Nothing right now.
No, nothing. So I mean, I'll get some, but
this is usually a good time. You can find sales online, especially when the holidays start rolling around. You'll be able to find some sales online. And start kind of piecing your own equipment together.
Yeah,
that was one thing. Right after my certification, I was like, all right, like I think I can get into this, but I don't want to dive like too deep and go too hard. So I bought a computer. But after the Coz trip last year, I was like, "Yeah, I'm hooked. I'm gonna get my own stuff." And
exactly.
Ended up, looking at like regulators and then finding like a BC that I liked on sale, and so now I got my own kit.
Well, I mean, I think I have about all the gear that I need. But I mean, the only thing I brought here was my mask. Or
Yeah.
not my mask and not my
Oh,
eyeballs.
so you actually have your own personal
Well, I
gear?
do, but like I don't have a tank and I don't have weights. But other than that,
Yeah,
But
you rent
but
those.
my suit, because where I always dive in a quarry. So I
Yeah.
have a 7 mil what a suit is.
A pretty thick
Yeah,
wetsuit,
so it's
yeah.
really thick.
Way
so.
overkill for down here.
Oh
Yeah.
my God! Down here, I just scuba diving just in my swim trunks and a t-shirt. So
Yeah, that must be nice.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
So even me, I wear a 3 mil.
You got 3 mil. All right.
Yeah. And that's for down here. Actually, I know a quad that he's dove with Lifewaters before, down here in Cozumel, and he actually wears a 7 mil because
Yeah.
some quads don't regulate their temperature
So
as
they
well.
get like freezing cold fast.
Yeah, so he's always cold. I mean, he always has a hoodie on, so
Yeah.
he wears that 7 mil.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the 3 mil, and then I actually have a 3.5 like hooded vest that I was
Yeah.
wearing, and that would actually keep me very
Yeah.
warm. I was so comfortable in the water, and
Yeah.
you
Oh yeah.
know, the water here is like 82
Oh,
degrees.
84 degrees.
We're spoiled
Well,
here.
because my dive computer, every time when Dad and I when we had to go through and look when I had to fill out my dive sheet.
Yeah.
Every time it's like, what's the temperature? 84.
84.
The next time, what's the temperature? 84. It's like,
I think yesterday or one of the days I got up to like 86.
Yeah,
And I
that's
was like,
nice.
damn, this is nice. Because I mean, I did love the George Aquarium dive. It was a lot of fun, but
Yeah.
my only complaint was that it was cold.
Yeah.
But then also, my diving experiences, I got certified in Arizona in summer, so it was pretty warm.
Yeah.
And then diving out here in like Cos and
Yeah.
Bon
Like
Air,
yeah.
it's
Like
all
island
warm
dive.
water, So.
Yeah. Well, to tell you what, so someday or some weekend you come to Ohio. I'll take you up to the where I dive. You'll love it.
Yeah, I'd be up for it. I probably would have to get like a 7 mil and
Yes,
an-
7 million. You probably got to wear a car and all that stuff.
yeah, I'll wear the hooded vest.
Yeah.
And have a little personal heater.
Because when I came open or advanced open water, like what they told me is like they were telling me that I'm gonna have to wear my mask and all, or not my mask, the hoodie, gloves, all that stuff. I'm like, it ain't gonna be that bad. But when we got like 50 feet, all that stuff down below, I'm like, yeah, it's like freezing cold. Good thing I have this gear on. Yeah, I mean, because you're all suited up, but then you're still getting. I mean, not freezing cold, but you still got a little.
You get the
chilly.
chills.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely get the chills. And underwater, I know during the night dive when I started getting cold, you kind of lose your small motor function.
Oh yeah.
And then cognitively, you're not thinking about
Yeah.
checking your gauges as much as you should be. And
Yeah, and the deeper you go and the colder it gets, the faster you go through air and everything too. So
yeah, it's a fun sport, man.
Oh, it is.
Do you have any plans moving forward in the future, like as far as getting into like underwater photography or?
I mean, I thought that'd be fun. I wanted to like become more advanced, but like I said, like right now, I'm pretty happy with just where I'm at now.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to dive for a little while longer where I'm at now. Then
get more experience.
Yeah.
And that's a great thing. I mean, even just on the recreational side, there's if you just want to get your open water certification, you don't need to go deep to have fun.
Oh yeah. Oh exactly.
You can see most of the wildlife that you want to see and all the coral. I mean, it's
Well,
nothing more than 60
that's
feet.
kind of what my dive buddy was telling me. Like he told me he's like went so far, so deep, and all that stuff. But he told me like all the plants, all the pretty stuff's at like a certain level. Like
I'd say. I mean, most of everything,
40,
all the
50
cool
feet or
things that we saw were probably right at between that 30, 50 feet range.
Yeah.
That's well within your recreational limits.
That's kind of what my dive buddy is telling me. He's kind of yeah, you can go deep, or ask him if you go out in the middle ocean if it's any predator or anything like that. And what he told me is he pretty much said no, because it's just deeper and deep gets, you can't see a single thing. So I'm like, all right, so
Yeah, I want to just keep moving up the ladder and do get more proficient with like wreck diving. And I think eventually I want to get to like the technical side of things and do like rebreathers and
all right, oh yeah,
stuff like that. But I mean, it gets expensive real quick. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm kind of doing other stuff as well on top of this, but certainly with diving, man, like I feel like if you want to stay within the recreational side, it's more than beneficial. It's just there's so much to do, and there's just so many more places to
Oh, yeah.
just go.
Yeah.
I mean, I've like I said, we're just young gups in this thing, and we're still kind of figuring it out.
Oh
for
yeah, yeah,
ourselves,
we still don't know anything about it yet. That's true.
it's something I see myself doing and
Yes.
and being involved with for quite some time, and especially with the the Lifewaters group.
Oh yeah, the Lifewaters is awesome. So yeah, I like it.
You what are your plans for like after this? Like, you got any events with like Wounded Warrior? or
Well,
anything coming
no,
up?
like Wounded Warriors, what they'll do, they'll send me like an email every week with like upcoming stuff. But like Dad and I, we were in the process of rebuilding a couple. Well, we're in the process of rebuilding 2 houses, but then we got my grandma's house in town that the grandma's house in town still needs stuff done, but we're to hammer down on everything else. So like pretty much I just work and volunteer during the week. Then after that, I just go help rebuild houses. So like I said, like the Wounded Warriors emails, like I'll get them every Tuesday. Like I think a couple weeks ago I might have scanned through one, but other than that, I just pretty much I just deleted one thing. I just delete every day. So
You have a day job now?
yeah, I just work out the 3 days a week. Then I used to always volunteer at the local food bank the other 2 days.
That's great.
But yeah, so
What's your day gig?
well, I work for a company called Johnson Roofing, but then I mean, I'm pretty much just a janitor. Like I just clean the shop, and every once in a while, if there's like a lot of trash on the ground or something like that at the job site, I will go to the job site or like I think it's last week before something like that, I forget when it was, but I had to go to the job site to like help unload a truck. So I pretty much just do whatever they ask me to do.
Yeah.
But
Do you have any challenges in that? Like,
I
aspect?
do, but like with all my coworkers and my boss and all stuff, they're very forgiving. Like if I want to sit down for a break or like I have a prosthetic leg, so I have to, like, every once in a while it'll fill up with sweat, so I have to like sit down and empty out all the sweat and all that stuff. So
Really? You just straight up just like pour
oh
sweat out of your leg?
yeah, because of my prosthetic, the rub around all that stuff, like I'll fill it with sweat and it'll start to drop down.
Yeah.
Then I can tell when I walk, I can tell my leg dropping down. So then I'm like, all right, so I'll stop, sit down for a few minutes, empty the sweat.
I bet that smells lovely.
Oh yeah. What? Actually, a good thing about me, my sweat don't stink, so I'm good.
Yeah. You got a good diet.
Exactly. And if you think it stink, I think you smell something else.
Yeah. Just don't eat like Indian food the night before or something.
Oh my gosh, you ain't kidding. You get all garlic and all that stuff.
Yeah, you got to be careful about that. Yeah. See, so I don't really have that problem. Like if I sweat, that means that something's like really wrong, and that goes back to kind of like temperature regulation.
Yeah.
So like it doesn't matter how hot it's outside, like I won't be sweating unless
that's good.
Usually if I sweat, it's like if I have to go take a piss or take a shit or something. But yeah, it's weird, but I guess it's also kind of a blessing because I'm sitting all the time, so dealing with like swamp crotch, and all that. Like, and I was a pretty heavy sweater.
Yeah, before you got in your accident.
Before my injury, I'd always bring an extra shirt and an extra pair of socks to work and swap out during lunch because things would just be soaked.
Oh yeah.
So, anyways, well, shit, we're about almost an hour now.
All right.
Trying to think what else we could talk about while you're here. Let's see, where can we go from here? What what are your do you have any like plans in the future as far as like maybe going back to school or?
Well, yeah, I still have my GI Bill, and other than GI Bill, like I said, I get VA, so I can like get to, like college, I get all that stuff, but I don't know, because like I have TBI, traumatic brain injury,
so
I have a hard time like remembering things or reading all that stuff.
That can be tough, man.
So I mean maybe a trade. I have no idea what I want to do. So.
Yeah. So like, we were going back, like, you were like, fortunately, like I'm not a quad.
Yeah.
And like you look at it like, well, in some ways, being a quad, that's the only thing that I have to deal with. I was fortunate where I don't have like a brain injury, or any of the other residual things. All I did was just break my neck. And you know, I can't even imagine if I didn't have like the cognitive abilities that I do, because there's guys in chairs that got, you know, like in a bad motorcycle wrecks, and they're dealing with TBIs on top of being paralyzed. Yeah, like what would you say like some of the challenges are for?
Well, like I said, I have a prosthetic leg, but I think my biggest disability is probably is the fact that I can't remember. I mean, I remember some stuff, but I have a hard time remembering. Like everybody's name I met this week. I mean, I remember some names, but
it can be tough.
Yeah, and not all my coworkers and all stuff. I work with them every day for the last 3 years. I still call them like random names all the
time. And that's not even like, I mean, I'm sure the TBI has a little bit to do with it, but I mean everybody's like that too. There's people in this group where I'm like, shit, like, you know, I'll call Josh Rich and just kind of get things mixed up, or just like, oh wait, what the fuck am I talking about? But no, I think certainly, I mean, your GI Bill is gonna last. You probably still got a couple more years left on it. And I think
well, because I'm post 9/11, I heard somebody talk about like GI Bill like lasts forever or something like that.
So from what I understand, and I'm not an expert in the field, it's 15 years after your after your EAS or your end service, and but they just changed it to a forever GI Bill where it does last forever. And then you could also certainly transfer. I know you could transfer the post 9/11 to like your children,
your kid, spouse, whatever.
But I think, you know, with the TBI, and again, I'm not an expert on the subject, but I feel like your brain is constantly growing and healing and repairing itself. And I don't know if you've noticed that over the years. That, like, things are getting better.
I have, yes.
I think, you know, like when you're ready to go back, there's certainly trades. Or even, dude, I've just been using mine just to learn interesting things. Like I went back to school in 2016 to do a certificate for multimedia journalism. And, you know, I learned a little bit of like broadcast journalism, took some writing classes, and one of the big benefits from that was like video editing, and just doing stuff like that. And you don't necessarily have to go to school for that. You know, you can learn on reading articles online or watching videos on YouTube. And I think one thing that's always kept me moving is like I'm naturally just a kind of a curious person where I want to learn how things work, and I'll watch, you know, YouTube videos on like how to do certain things on like the computer, or even just something that interests me, like, hey, how does like for example, like a hydraulic pump work in this system, and there's videos on YouTube that'll teach you all that. I think it's constantly trying to just learn and expand your mind. You know, even just watch documentaries. Like, I'm a big history buff, so I like watching, you know, historical documentaries, and just constantly trying to learn, and then through the podcasting, like, you know, I get to sit and talk with buddies, and even talk with friends that I've known for years, but learn something new about them. You know what I mean? So, anyways, we're now just over an hour. We can end this thing and probably go get something to eat
for sure.
And
get something to eat, hit the free hotel bar, and just chill.
Yeah, well, tonight we're going out to dinner to Alberto's, and there's they're known for their lobster, and I missed that memo last year, so I think this year I'm gonna do some lobster tonight. But should be a little good time, and then we do kind of like a end of the dive trip like awards, and they give out these like silly awards. It's just a good time, and
that's cool.
And today's my birthday, so we're
happy birthday! I forgot about that.
Thank you, brother. It's we celebrated a little bit last night. I got some ice cream, but it's you know, it's off gas day, so we get to kind of just relax and do our own thing, and just start packing, and tomorrow's departures. So,
yes, sir. All right.
But dude, thanks for coming on the show, man.
Thank you
We'll
much.
Hopefully get you on soon, and if I don't see you between now and Portland, dude, I hope you have a good one, and
sure.
and we're looking forward to getting you out to Portland.
Oh, for sure.
But I'm pretty sure I'll run into you at some point before then.
So you're gonna have to show me the big city of Portland. So
yeah, it's wild, and I'm thinking. Plan on staying a couple days after, because I think maybe after the last day I'll probably do a big barbecue at my place.
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, and I'm out in the sticks.
Yeah, so tell me the other day you have like land, guns.
Yeah, it'll be about 30 minutes from the venue where the vet games are. So it's short little drive, but it's nice and quiet.
Very nice.
Be a good spot to just
go and just chill. Nothing wrong with that.
Chill, have a couple beers. Nice. We'll probably do like a big brisket or a pig roast or something. So
big brisket, yeah, sounds good.
All right, brother. Thanks for coming on the show.
Hey, thank you. Have a good one.
All right, guys. That'll do it for this one. We'll catch you next time.